Welcome back to Crafting with Cotton. In today's video, I'm going to show you a few ways of how to create your own coffee cup gift card holders that look similar to like a Starbucks coffee cup. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting out these printouts. If you need the templates, I have them available on my Etsy shop. And after that, you simply just print them on some cardstock paper or some glossy cougar paper or any like heavy duty type paper is going to be best. I love the cougar paper because it does have a bit of a glossiness shine to it, so it gives it a more polished finish. As you can see, I'm just taking my scissors and going around the shape. Now, there is going to be a shorter version or a simpler way to do this that I'll show you in the second option. But once you have your shape all cut out, there is a line there. And what you want to do is go ahead and fold it against the line. Now, to make sure that your fold is nice and straight, I'm going to show you a trick that I do. I just take the gift card itself and I push it that line along the gift card, because the gift card has a straight edge, and so that'll make sure or come close to making sure you have a nice straight crisp clean line that you're folding against. So once you press that nice and firmly together, we're going to go ahead and cut out the insert. So the insert is the part that the gift card is actually going to be attached to. And from there, once it's attached, you'll just slide that in and out of your gift card sleeve. So I'm just going to quickly cut this out. For those of you that do purchase my template, just know that the lighter gray has been darkened because I realized when cutting it up against the white, it can be a little bit hard to see. So I made it a little bit darker for you. Now, here is the second way that you can do this cutout. So what I did is I just made an indentation with the gift card along that straight edge line. And from there, I'm going to fold it the correct direction once I know where that line should be at. And then because these two, the front half and the back half, are both the same exact shape, this option works. So anytime you have something that's literally the same shape on both sides, you can do this hack. And so from there, we're just going to go ahead and cut along the front. And of course, if it is a shape that is not exactly the same on the front and the back, you will not be able to do this hack, and you'll just have to cut it out fully without folding it first. But once you get this all cut out, you should not have to do too much cleaning up on the back side, but I'll show you in just a second once I finish cutting this one out. All right, now that it's fully cut out, flip it over to the back. And as you can see, there's just a little bit of trim work that has to be done, not very much. If you're like me and seeing some of the white bothers you, you can clean it up just a little bit. But as you can see, the darker green one has that white trim because it's not fully lined up. But when you do it the other way, you can get it almost perfect. So the first one would just need some more cleaning up. So I would have to go back in and trim it up with the scissors, whereas, like I said, the second one, you don't. So today I'm just going to use some Mod Podge because that's what I have available to me. But what else also works very good is just regular Elmer school glue. Works excellent, actually. Or you can use double-sided stick tape if you have like the thin roll. Now, you want to make sure you put a thin layer of glue. You don't want, it busting out of the sides on you. And you also don't want to put it too far in and then your gift card doesn't fit anymore. So let me just show you real quick. The inserts, I have adjusted the size since this video and made them a bit smaller. But if you need to trim your insert, feel free to do so and just use the insert as a guide. But what I recommend doing to make sure you do not glue in an area that the gift card is going to be is simply place the gift card on the insert where you think it's going to go and then put both of them down on the back side of your gift card sleeve and take a pencil and just outline it. That way, you know, you absolutely have to stay away from that particular section. But I would recommend just try to keep the glue or the tape to the very edge as much as possible. And you'll see in a second why. But absolutely make sure you trace the section where you cannot glue whatsoever, and then go ahead and put the glue down. So with this particular gift card holder, you'll notice that I'm not putting any glue at the bottom part of at the top or the bottom. The top part I'm not putting because that's the opening where the gift card goes. And then the bottom I'm not putting any because as you can see, we folded the two and it's already attached together. So there's no need to glue it down because it's already attached. Now, there are some other gift card sleeves that I have available that you will have to glue all three sides and leave the one side open. But with this particular one, because like I said, the front and the back are already attached, we didn't cut them, you don't have to glue that bottom section. Now that I'm done gluing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the front part over, and I'm just going to press firmly where the glue is at so that it can begin to bond with the other side and start that drying process. These don't take that long to dry, especially if you use a thin layer of glue. Just like regular paper, gluing regular paper together, it just doesn't take very long for it to dry. So I would say maybe like 5-10 minutes, you should be good to go ahead and put your insert in. So this is what it's looking like right now, and you have that opening for the insert to go. So what I use is some double-sided stick tape, and I just tape down the gift card onto the insert. And then from there, you can just slide the insert into your gift card sleeve, and you can should be able to slide it in and out. Now with this one, there is a to from at the top, so you can choose whether or not you want your to from to be on the back side or if you want it to appear on the front side. And you can also decide if you want the gift card to appear when you flip it over or if you want it to appear when you slide it out from the front. Totally up to you. Here's how some of the other designs turned out. As I mentioned before, I have several different designs in my Etsy shop, so I'll be sure to drop the link to my Etsy store in the description box of this video if you're interested in getting those templates. And I also forgot to mention that I actually went to Staples and had these printed out on their Cougar paper. So if you don't have access to a printer or you don't want to buy a whole pack of paper that you might not use again, you by all means can go to places like Staples and FedEx Office because they both have options for cardstock or heavy duty glossy type paper. And so, yeah, I have a few other gift card holder, gift card sleeve videos coming up with different designs for like school and graduation. So if you're interested, make sure you turn that bell notification on so you know exactly when I post, and drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. And until next time, thanks so much for watching, and be sure to give your girl a thumbs up.